What up? Peace, peace, peace. Just want to come back with another video, man. I want to touch on something you know of again of importance, man. Is us not comparing ourselves to anybody, man, and being yourself and realize that Most High got you where He wants you, for a reason in your life right now, and not comparing yourself to nobody, man. So I was watching a class, last week of I think the True Spirits of Christ. They did the class about cloud chasing, man. The scriptures brought out, and I wanted to touch on it, man. Going into Romans and and I'm gonna get Romans chapter 15 verse 20. This is Paul, because I'll before I do a little brief explanation before I read it. But Paul, he was like, listen, man, this scripture basically going to Paul like, yo, wherever Christ taught, wherever your house shot taught, the gospel went, I'm not gonna do that, man. I'm not gonna try get my name off of that or get my name off where he preached, man. So that just shows you the greatness, of Paul, man. Again, and the humbleness and the greatness of Paul. Because so I'm gonna get it. Romans chapter 15, verse 20. Yea, so I have strived to preach so I have strived to preach the gospel, not where Christ was named, lest I should build upon another man's foundation, man. So he said, listen, man, I'm not gonna, because there was people that was doing that, preaching, teaching the word, teaching the gospel where Christ taught, man, and try to build a name off of, where you how Shah taught that, or trying to build a name off him, instead of just being what the Most High put in them, and just doing what they had to do, being themselves, but they was trying to build off what how Shah was doing, man, and we see that now, man, to this day, man. Those people like comparing themselves to somebody, man. But Paul's like, listen, man, I'm just gonna teach the word, because at the end of the day, it's all about the Most High and the word, man, and your house shot, man. That's all it's about, man. So I'm gonna do this, do what I gotta do, and preach the word, and I'm gonna just bounce, man. So so it says, yea, so I have strived to preach the gospel, not where Christ was named, least I should build upon another man's foundation, man. Yeah, man. So you always want to make a a name, make a name, just make a name for yourself, or just be yourself, follow your own footsteps, man. And we always see that, man. We see it all the time. Like I've seen it throughout the years. For example, like we seen it throughout the years in the rap world, in the rap game, man. Like snap. Another rapper would try to just to get on. He'll mention another rapper's name. He'll make a diss song about it. So like, bro, you just get on through your talent, man. You don't have to build upon another man's foundation. You don't have to going into cloud chasing. You don't have to do that. And we see that a lot nowadays. People comparing themselves to other people instead of being themselves who they are. The Most High will bless you if you being who you are, man. And you don't even have to always be the biggest name or the well known, man. Just be yourself, be what the Most High put in you, and the Most High will bless that, and the Most High will increase that, man. So, but we see that I've seen that a lot in for example, I've seen that a lot in the like for example in the rap game, man. The rapper got trying to get on, trying to just dissing, going at everybody and dissing, people and talking about people. Like, bro, you don't even have to do that. But you see here, man, Paul was like, listen, man, I'm not gonna do that, man. So see how shot, man. That's Christ, man. He was called. He was called to do what he's gonna do, and he did, man. So I'm not gonna try to go build off it, make a name for myself, building off him. When I'm actually teaching, he was teaching our people about him. He was teaching the gospel of Christ. He was teaching, about him. But he's like, listen, man, where he was at, I'm not gonna go there. I'm just gonna go. He and Paul was different places, man. When he was in Corinth or Philippi or wherever, man. He was all over, preaching, the gospel, man. But he's like, listen, man, where Christ taught, man, I'm not gonna do that, man. So you understood not comparing yourself to nobody, man. Not constantly comparing yourself to other people, man. That's some, that's something that I'm still I still got get right sometimes. Like that's why like social media, man, that has made it worse, man. People comparing to each other's lives all the time, man. Like you scrolling on Instagram, seeing this person on the yacht, seeing something like, yo, you don't know if that person the person. You don't know if they actually enjoying it, or most of the time that's just front anyway, man. So always stick to your guns, man. Always be yourself, man. Always like comparing each other to other people, man. That'll breed envy, man. That could lead to your demise, being because you'll get envious, and once you hit envy, man, that we've seen that with Saul and David, man. We'll see that, man. This leads to destruction. Or Alchemist, when he would like I said in previous, Alchemist with the Maccabees, man. This envious, man. This that leads to destruction, man. So yeah, man. So that's why it's important not to compare ourselves, to other people, man. Be who we are and be what the Most High put in us, man. And commend, somebody for for what they're good at. And, you got your own thing going, man. It's like there's a quote, man. There's a quote that says, there's too many. What was it? How did it go? There's too many, like don't be another. Don't be. I'm forgetting the quote, man. But basically, it's saying, man, don't be. There's enough. Like we seen that person, man. Just be yourself, man. Why do we need another him, man? Why do you want to be a clone? Why do you not want to be somebody else, man? When there's one you, there's one him, and then there's one you. Be yourself, man. Why you gotta? I wish this camera would stop on, man. It's really getting on my nerves. But there's only him or her, man. Why you gotta be? I got hold right now. Why you gotta try to be, that person, man? When the Most High made you to be you, man, and the Most High made them to be them, man. So, because when you compare yourself to other people, man, it's dangerous, man. So, that things happening for that person for a reason, and things will happen to you for a reason, man. So, we're all different, man. We aren't the same, man. So, I'm reading again, Romans chapter 15 and verse 20. Yea, so I have strived, my bad, I'm a little tired, y'all, to preach the gospel, not where Christ was named, least I shall build upon another man's foundation. So yeah, man, that's what Paul's like. Listen, man, where Yahushua told me, I'm not gonna do that, man. I'm not gonna preach where he preached, man. I'm gonna do my own thing, man. That's really important, man. Do our own thing. Be yourself, man. Be who you are, man. Don't be a clone, man. Try to be somebody that you're not, man. Don't lose yourself, man. Just be who you are. Be what the Most High put in you, man. Just keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, man. That's really it, man. So I'm gonna read this in in Oxford. My bad, y'all. That camera kept falling, man. It's get on my nerves. Get on my nerves, man. Yeah, man. And look what the outcome was with Paul, man. We talking about it to this day, his greatness is in his exploits, man. We teaching what he wrote, to this day, man. We teaching Paul's even though a lot of Paul's letters are getting misinterpreted, but that was prophesied. That was even prophesied to happen, man. That Paul's letters would get misinterpreted. Because, there's a lot of Paul's writing is still difficult. Even for me to understand, I still haven't even fully understood it yet, man. But see, man, but look what the outcome was with Paul, man. He didn't, everything he did, man. He wasn't, had he actually stayed and preached what Christ preached, did what, taught the gospel where Christ taught, man, he probably wouldn't, we probably wouldn't even, who knows, but it's like, since he did what, was being himself, and it was like, what, man, he did what the Most High commanded him to do. He taught Christ, man. So it's like, listen, man, I'm just going to be myself, and the Most High commanded me to do this, and I'm going to do this, man. So I was a Pharisee. Now, once I learned Christ, now I'm going to teach Christ now, man. And Paul went through it all, man. Paul went through a lot, man. Let's get up. Yeah, Romans chapter 15, verse 20. Let's see how this reads. This is Oxford Study Bible, and it reads, but I have also made a point to taking the gospel to places where the name of Christ has not been heard, and not wanting to build on another man's foundation, man. So yeah, man, he said, listen, man, I'm not trying to build on another man's foundation, man. I want to make make my own name, man. Because we see this a lot of times in sports too, like with like say example with like LeBron or Kobe, man. Is listen, man. They were part of a they were part of like a quote unquote, they were part of a super team and whatnot. So after they leave, my like LeBron, after he left Miami and went back to Cleveland, man, he's like, listen, man, I want to win the ring on my own, man, just to show you I could win a ring I could win, a ring with without that, man. I could win the ring without that to solidify, that, to build my own name, man, to build on my own foundation, to solidify that. Listen, man, okay, y'all might say, okay, you want Miami because of Chris Bosh and D Wade, but no, now I'm gonna go back to Cleveland, even though he had good players in Cleveland. Now y'all that watch sports know that but that ain't the point what I'm trying to make. But now I left Miami to Cleveland just to substantiate what I did. Like, listen, now I have the name. Now this is even the stamp of like I built my own foundation now. Now then to Cleveland to L.A. But then like say with Kobe, like okay, he was Shaq. He won 3 with Shaq, and he was good in those finals. He well, not all, but I'm getting off topic now. But Shaq, he was a good player on those Lakers teams. But he said the most important one was when he beat Boston, man. Because you know why? He did well, Shaq, even though he had good players and whatnot. I'm getting too caught up in sports, but no. But even with the one without Shaq meant the most to him, and like LeBron, the one in Cleveland meant most to him. Because you know why? They built. There was a lead. There was a lead player on the championship level team. And and it meant more to them because they built their own foundation, man. So that's the point I'm trying to make, man. So because we see that in many different walks of life, man, building on your own foundation, not building on somebody else's, man. So it's always good for you to make a name on your own, man. Just by being yourself, man. So man, hopefully this is edifying, man. Hopefully y'all got something out of this, man. So peace.